I'm JB Illusion. Welcome back to the Adventures of Stealth, the Elven Rigger in Shadowrun Dragonfall. Last episode, we kinda had a little gang problem outside of this area. Don't worry though, Stealth kinda tried his diplomacy. As you know, he has a charisma of 4, so didn't work out so well. So he let loose the drones of war. With that problem taken care of, we can now enter the building. The issue with that is, apparently, we know that the gang that we beat kind of sabotaged this area. They got into a rival gang fight. Hopefully that's not going to stop us from accessing anything in this area. Looks pretty crazy. Whoa! This guy dead? Blood. More blood. I don't know about this, you guys. 2. The 2 people couldn't take whatever's going on. Well, let's talk to the dwarf over here and see what's up. His name? Parson. Oh yeah, he's got a name tag, Parson. The attendant behind the counter is an uncommonly fine-featured dwarf with a beatific smile. A yellow ID tag pinned to his chest announces his name in large, blocky letters, Parson. He nods at you and raises a hand in greeting. Okay. Welcome to the hub, brother. Hold on. Welcome to the hub, brother. Are you here to share in the splendor of communion? If so, I can show you to an empty terminal. What do you do here? I am the custodian of the hub. I tend to the bodies of our brothers and sisters while they share in the rapture of communion. You know, there's 2 of them possibly having seizures on the floor right now. You might want to get on that, man. I might be interested. Tell me more. Communion is a spiritual experience. Friend, available to all for a small donation. He gestures at the banks of terminals lining the walls. The hub acts as a core of the communion. Those who jack into it are in turn linked to another, daisy-chained together at the brainstem. That really sounds bad. So if one thing happens to one person, would that technically happen to you? Race, gender, social class, all of the artificial barriers to the empathy that we've constructed as a culture, communion strips them away. It is a monument to the great truth that so many of us deny, that we are all the same at the core. Okay. Imagine it, friend. Dozens of individual minds, all tied together in a single, cohesive whole, sharing in a collective subconscious, connected through the hub. Parson raises his hand in supplication. Join with us and feel your limitations fall away. You and your congregation need to stop. No, that'll probably get Parson to pull a pistol out on us. Not right now, thanks. Parson inclines his head. His smile does not falter. Whether you are ready. Whenever you are ready, you may return. Is there anything more that I can help you with in the meantime? Can you tell me anything about this building? Beyond the hub, there isn't much to speak of. There's a small shop down the hall if you're hungry, or in need of basic supplies. He shrugs and offers you an apologetic smile, and that's about it, I'm afraid. What about the basement that we need to get into? That would be difficult. The stairway leading down to the building's sublevels has been blocked, and the elevator has been sabotaged. It stopped working at the same time that the Arbiters were driven from the building. Well, we kinda killed Ulrich, so we can't really ask him for much help. Stealth is upset about Silky and some other people. He's just rushing. He probably needs to calm down a little bit. One of the gang leaders is probably your best bet. Ulrich is right out front. I suppose that you could try your luck with him, or if you'd be willing to. Do me a favor, I could tell you how to find Trithinium's hideout. The choice is yours. What's the favor? A pair of squatters on the second floor ripped the guts out of one of my terminals. They've taken the data jack, signal converter, and the terminal will be out of commission until I get it back. A single damaged terminal may not sound like much, but trust me, the entire experience of communion has been diminished by this act of vandalism. I believe that I know the squatters responsible. Their leader's name is Janet. She is a decker of some skill. I don't know what she was planned for my parts, but I do know that this situation will not stand. I cannot allow another terminal to be damaged. And so you want us to deal with them for you? That was a terrible Dietrich. Yes, but no violence. I want you to talk with them and convince them to bring me back my components. Do this, and I'll tell you how to get to Trithemius. Deal. Sounds straightforward enough. Excellent. It's a deal then. Alright, let's go take care of this. Let's just look at this terminal. Because so far what it seems like is whatever old tech that's keeping Apex here is boosting people's cerebral connections or something. It's definitely a cult, 100%. The elevator appears to be offline. The control panel's LCD screen is unlit, and its metal casing is badly dented. Ask your decker to examine the control panel. Your decker easily pries the metal casing away from the wall, exposing a mess of wires and circuitry. After a quick inspection, it becomes clear that this elevator is wired to operate around a control chip. The chip is missing, and it looks as though a power coupling has been yanked alongside it. Without the components, there is no way for this elevator to function. Crap. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to just help out our dwarven friend. The second floor, I do believe, is what he was talking about. Now, what are the odds that we'll actually find something good on this first floor? Well, we gotta check every door. And there we go. Fireball to the face for 34 damage. That wasn't good. Already, we're not doing too good. We're gonna heal stealth up. We're gonna get Dietrich into... Okay, we have a defensible position here. What I'm gonna try to do is get Dietrich to do an aim throw just to get this guy up. There we go, he's at cover now. And now stealth could get some revenge. I think we'd rather get the Wolfhound drone. Oh no, it probably should have been the Guardian drone. Well, we can fix that up a little bit later. One. Actually, Wolfhound does damage too. Two. And the Wolfhound has another attack. Can we hit him? Nah, we can't hit him in the back. Okay, so now we got Blitz. So Blitz will have another attack after this, so we could try to flush out somebody. So we've got Magnificer Mage, Magnificer Healer, Magnificer Conjurer. The Conjurer is getting wrecked. Okay. Now it's all up to Iger. We can hop over here. We've got 2 shots. This will do, increases accuracy by 35%. We're not trying that. Let's just take an aim shot. Beautiful. Take another regular shot. Crit. No crits. Okay, so stealth. Can we get a shot? Not really. We can move here. And we could get off 2 shots, I think. Or an aim shot. 62. We'll go for the 62. Beautiful. Sadly, she still gets the summon, though. So I'm starting to use the support characters a lot more. Good stuff, guys. They actually... Oh! Heatwave isn't fun. Although at least our drones are immune to Heatwave. Healer's doing her work, and we take another 14 damage. Because stealth's the easy target. Let's face it. Like I said before, let's try to flush her out again. Beautiful. So she gets flushed out. We're gonna try to drop at least 1 bomb by our Wolfhound. Maybe we'll get 2. We should be able to get at least 2. Let's reload. And 58%, let's see. Okay, not the worst thing. There we go. Good stuff, Blitz. Let's actually manage to come through. We're going to take a simple throw to try to knock out this healer with D-Trick. Hopefully it'll work out. There we go. And we're also going to use Nerve Bolt. Nerve Bolts is great because we have Iger here and that's a 63%. Let's see. Beautiful. So Nerve Bolt makes it easier to hit an opponent, which is fantastic. We're going to boost up, well, we could boost up Iger's aim, but let's, we can't do it with stealth. Let's see what Iger can do. And then we might have enough to try to knock this lady up. Or knock her out of hiding. There we go. Knock her out of cover. And let's... Not many options. Okay, Dietrich. Okay. Nope. Still in cover, so I guess we'll take suppressing fire. Not bad. We actually got 2 hits. And just hide. Now, what do we do? I guess we'll take a shot. Miss, but hey, it's okay. 6 damage on Dietrich isn't that bad. Armor got wrecked, but that's alright as well. Let's reload. And let's flush the target out. There we go. Let's get the appropriate words there. Flush her out of cover. Now, Nerve Bolt. Whoop. And Iger, if you could, just finish this off. There we go. We took care of those. I guess those are the Magnificers. They're an all magic gang, which is actually really rare, I think. Because less than around 1% of people wind up actually possessing innate magical abilities. So it's actually kind of hard to have a gang of all mages. But then again, they'd also be incredibly powerful. Because it's really hard to deal with magic unless you're a mage or a shaman. And I wonder, try to open the door console over here and see what's up. Dandelion eating. Oh, that's not cool. The door's locked. There's an intercom panel. Slide it. Let's have our Decker try to get through it. Your Decker pops the casing off the door control panel and quickly overrides the lock. The door unlocks with a click. Good stuff. Good stuff, Blitz. Oh, I'm assuming this is our Decker. Janet, yep. Okay, a middle-aged woman with chocolate-colored skin and shoulder-length dreadlocks looks up from her PDA with a start. She's decked out in form-fitting body armor, and in a flash, her assault rifle goes from slung to held at the ready. Who the hell are you, and how did you get through the door? I knock nice. You just gotta know how. Sweet talk, I use my charm and natural musk. Gets him every time. I knock nice. You just gotta know how. She gestures with a rifle. Cut the shit and start talking. What do you want and why are you here? Parson sent me. He wants the hardware back. She shakes her head violently. No way. Those parts are keeping us online. And not just us, but everyone worth a new yen in this hole. Parson can keep running his ridiculous little cult just fine with what he's got. But us, we're the only Matrix connection that these people have. Look, those parts can't be irreplaceable. Let me take a look at your terminal. Maybe we can figure something out. Alright, the terminal's in the back room. Just take a look, but if you try to rip us off, you're gonna regret it. Okay. We could very easily just blow everyone away. I'm 100% sure. We could take him. But let's try to do this nicely. Alright, what do we got here? The hacker's terminal has clearly been cobbled together using whatever parts they could find. In spite of this, it is a remarkably impressive piece of machinery. Citing the terminal, it takes almost no time to identify the components that Parson sent you to find. Good, good. Examine the terminal to see if the signal converter can be removed without disabling it. Decking 8 would be bypassing. At the moment, it is impossible to remove the part without disabling the terminal. The converter is required so that the signal the terminal sends can be interpreted by the data jacks of its user, perhaps there's a more common part that can be modified. The converter is a pretty specialized piece of hardware, but a data jack impulse transmitter is a widely available piece of equipment and can be converted to work in place. Okay, let's tell her about it. And hopefully we can work that out. Middle-aged woman, yep. Jan eyes you slowly. So what'd you find? Looks like the part that you borrowed from Parson is acting as your J-Jack control signal converter. I think that I can cobble you a replacement, but I'll need a signal regulator to modify. And you don't seem to have any spares on hand. Her eyes widen. You could do that? Jury rig one for us? That'd be amazing. Don't get too excited, love. We still need the part. I bet you could get one from Carl, down on the ground floor. No one else around here would have anything like that. She checks herself. Well, except for Parson, of course. He's got more replacement parts than he knows what to do with. Alright, I'll see what I can find. Okay, so... Stealth realizes that maybe he was a little hasty earlier on. Just a little hasty earlier on. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to try to help these people. I love the Shadowrun world, man. Such an interesting place. Carl. The man behind the counter looks tired. His lids are heavy and his eyes are like bloodshot, man. Welcome to Carl's General Store. What can I do for you? I'm looking for a data jack impulse transmitter. I've got what you need. He looks you up and down, his eyes lingering on the gear you're carrying. 1,000 new yen, no less. 1,000, can you cut me a deal? He looks baffled. Why would I do that? That part is pretty specialized and expensive. Who else is gonna need it around here? Or afford it? I'll give you 500. He shrugs. He pauses for a moment, considering everything. Eventually, he shrugs. Fine, 500. It is. Here you go. We got the part. All yours. Pleasure doing business. Alright, we got it. I don't know why I was thinking about Good Burger at that point in time. If you've never seen Good Burger, you might want to watch the movie. It's pretty interesting. Mostly because it's like my 90s childhood. Alright, let's get out of here. And no, we have the part for her. Back over here. You have the part? Got it right here. I just have to go install it. She visibly relaxes just a little. About time someone had some good news around here. Go ahead and install it right away. Sure thing. So this is the only access to the Matrix that these people have. Yikes. But then again, I wonder if she makes any money doing this, or if she's one of the people who just believes that everyone should have Matrix access, so she protects it. Taka's terminal has clearly been cobbled together. Let's put the impulse transmitter and modify the impulse transmitter and place the signal converter with it. After a few minutes of work, the transmitter is modified and installed. You now have the converter, and the terminal is still working. Okay, there we go. We didn't have to shoot anybody. Even though maybe Dietrich was getting a little froggy. So, all fixed up. Everybody wins. You got your terminal, and I've got my parts. You see the tension drain out of her. Thank you. I'm glad this could end without bloodshed. There's been enough of that around here recently. Yeah, sure looks that way. Actually, yeah, there's been enough bloodshed. Good grief, man. So we actually now should be able to get access to Apex's lair. It's actually kind of funny how, like, akin to a dragon Apex is at this point. There's a cult of people no doubtably using Apex's tech to their own benefit. I guess just worshipping. And then there's a ton of people living here, and I'm sure whatever tech that is surrounded Apex is ridiculously expensive. Even though I think Apex was created, what was it? Like, they said 50-ish years ago in the Shadowrun timeline? It's still gotta be worth a fortune, especially street level. The attendant behind the counter is an uncommonly fine-featured dwarf with a beatific smile. Hey, Welcome to the hub, brother. Are you here to share in the splendor of communion? If so, I can show you to an empty terminal. I recovered the parts for your terminal. Ah, excellent, my brother. Let me see them, if you please. Parsons' smile disappears for a moment and he stays the parts, his brow furrows in concentration. As suddenly as it disappeared, the smile returns. Yes, these are the parts that I need. Thank you, friend. I trust that there was no trouble, that you were able to attain them without bloodshed. Of course, you've got nothing to worry about, friend. No bloodshed at all. Parsons' face lights up. Oh, what a wonder. That is wonderful news. Truly, truly wonderful. And now, I have my end of this deal to uphold. If you're still hell-bent on meeting with Trimithymius, take the stairs up to the 3rd floor. You'll find an abandoned apartment at the end of the hall. Look at the stylized M painted on the wall. It looks like 2 crude lightning bolts facing one another. That's Prometheus's personal sigil. There's an old bookcase in the very back of the apartment. Under the second half shelf from the bottom, you'll find a button that opens the door to his hideout. How do you know all this? Because that abandoned apartment was once mine. In the days before I discovered the peace of communion, I was a very different man. I had need of such contrivances. His smile widens. But not anymore, for I am at peace. Don't need anything else. Thanks. So he was either... Come back anytime. So he was either a mage, or what do you think? He was either a mage, Shadowrunner, running by that actual name, or maybe something else entirely. Maybe it was CorpSec. We're at the 3rd floor now. We know we just gotta go all the way to the end. I really don't want to mess with any of these apartments because we... Oh, there's blood there. Keep going. Just keep going. Yep, lightning bolts right here. Because odds are we're gonna get shot. And we're just... Whoa! This man did something funky on this table. What he did, I don't know. But, hey. Looks like we found our exit next to another pile of blood. This place is... Yeah, this place is just terrible. Whoa. Ah, good grief. This is most likely going to be a battle. Let's just talk to him. Say, hey man, we're trying to leave. A rail-thin elf, wearing a comically ornate wizard's robe, stands at the center of the room. When he speaks, his voice wavers and cracks. So, you're the one who's been turning my home upside down. I assume that you come in search of my head at Ulrich's behest? I warn you, stranger, he cannot be trusted. It's Berlin 2054. Trust is so 2053. That's right, sounds like you're about to make me a proposition. Ulrich's dead. Really? Really? Well, this is welcome news. You have my thanks, stranger. I don't need your thanks. I need to get into the basement, and that magical item would be appreciated too. Ah, yes, the basement. To reach this basement, you must use the elevator. The stairs have collapsed. There is no other way. When we took over for the Arbires, I removed the power coupling from the elevator controls. Had to keep Ulrich out of his primary armory? Great news! In exchange, Ulrich removed the elevator control chip, a pay move, presumably to prevent us from accessing the same armory after he retreated. As if we have need for such mundane weapons. He's a mage, and we got a toxic elemental fetish. Okay. We rock with that. You will need both pieces to restore the elevator. Here, take the coupling and the spirit focus. He hands you an object carved with arcane symbols. Feels warm to the touch. As you see, I honor my deals. Now we're gone, if you please. He dismisses you with a wave of his hand. There's important work to be done. Probably could have Did a better voice there, but hey, it's all good. So we actually can now hopefully access the elevator. But what piques my interest for the most part is the fact that there's an armory down there. Maybe we could pick something up for Glory. Maybe Stealth could pick something up for himself. Oh my god, is that a... Yeah, we're not opening that. We're not even looking into that. Let's go to the ground floor. That was definitely a toxic spirit. Okay, now we should be able to actually head down. The elevator appears to be offline. The control panel's LCD screen is unlit, and its metal casing is badly dented. Repair the elevator? You easily pry the metal casing away from the wall, exposing a mess of wires and circuitry. When you slot the control chip and the power coupling into place, the system immediately hums to life. The control panel's LCD screen flickers, cycling through a variety of symbols before finally displaying the word online in warm green letters. Let's head down to the basement. So the head of the Magnificers was Prometheus. Yeah, that's definitely a wizard's name. I'm still trying to figure out how the heck... Maybe he was formerly a member? Apex Rising. The elevator rumbles and clanks its way downward into the guts of the old Shader Krupp development lab 18 years ago. Okay, it was 18 years ago, not 50. So this tech is actually fairly relevant. This place and the project that was being developed here disappeared from the record books. Thanks to Alice, you are one of the few people alive today who understand why. Alice was clear about one thing. You are here because Apex wants you to be. If the AI hadn't wanted her to trace it here, she'd have wound up as dead as Monica, for better or worse. You're here at Apex's invitation. The elevator grinds to a halt, the doors slide open, and your nostrils are assaulted by 18 years worth of stale air. Apex and the kill switch that will deactivate it await. Oof. This is gonna get intriguing, everybody. This must be the old server facility. Apex access terminal should be down here somewhere. Thank you all for watching. Please tune in for the next thrilling installment in the adventures of Stealth the Elven Rigger and Shadowrun Dragonfall, when we actually confront Apex and hopefully shut down the rogue AI for good. Thanks everybody, please be excellent to each other, and have a nice day.